Thanks for the real videos on Odysee and Bit Chute. These are some powerful levels of cultural enrichment and vibrant multiculturalism and diversity. So much diversity. It'll leave you feeling exhausted and bruised afterwards. So, Minneapolis, Somali youths filmed themselves invading an apartment and beating and tasing a woman and her mother. The video is, I put it on Gab, and I guess I can put it on Odysee, or you can check this guy's Twitter for it. I can't show it on YouTube because if you show content like this on YouTube, they will take it down. Sometimes they'll give you a strike. Any content that goes against the narrative, and let's keep it 100 here. The narrative, some people did some things. Okay, Ilhan Omar and the AOC, they're just stealing bread. The narrative is obviously we need to fight white supreme people harder. Yeah, it's not white people who are doing this. I mean, everyone knows this. And I went and checked Twitter, and the things I'm seeing on Twitter, I'm seeing base levels on Twitter. I haven't been on Twitter in a long time. I've seen base levels from blue checkmark guys. This one guy, I was going to show it to you, but I don't know if I can show it on YouTube. This guy's name is John Cardillo, and he's a blue check mark, and he's talking about statistics in America and things like that. I didn't know you could say that stuff on Twitter, and eventually, he's going to get kicked off. But eventually, everyone's going to get kicked off Twitter. I don't know why people are still on it. I mean, there'll be a point where it'll just be like, I got kicked off 6 times, and I just realized I'm just going to go to Gab, which is a bit of a left, right wing echo chamber. Anyway, so but there are left-wing people on there, which is weird. And there are normies on Gab, too, literal people who are Trump fans. And, Trump's going to come back in 2022 or 2024. He's going to, no. And even if he did, he would be the worst thing for it. Anyway, so shocking footage uploaded to, these are Somalis who terrorized this woman. It is a gang of a dozen Somali women who beat and tortured another woman. They filmed themselves committing crimes, like felonies. Not only the breaking and entering, but the crimes therein they committed, and they gladly filmed themselves and put it online. I don't know how to explain it. That's like something you'd have to have an IQ 65 to think you're gonna. But realistically, what happens? Serious conspiracy to commit violent felonies. It's that should be 20 years in prison, right? They torture somebody, break and enter to commit a felony inside. So that's a torturing and. No, they're going to be released with an ankle monitor. People think, people are so fucking naive. They think, oh my God, they did some horrific crime. Then surely they'll be shown the errors of their ways. There are people walking around. Go to CW Chicago. It's a Chicago crime tracking site. There are people walking around with ankle monitors for violent felonies, routinely, while they're awaiting trial on another violent felony. They commit another violent felony, and then they just get re-released. Oh, the best thing we can do is no cash bail, because you shouldn't be sitting in jail if you can't afford to pay your bail. Well, the truth of the matter is wealthy people don't typically commit a whole lot of violent crime. Focus. So there's you can't really make an equitable arrangement there unless you can make wealthy people commit more violent crime, because statistically speaking they don't. Yes, there are obviously outliers. Anyway, so these Somali women say that this girl, I don't know, she claimed that one of the men, the man sexually harassed her. So to disprove that notion that one of her men was a sexual harasser, they broke into her house to torture her, and they filmed it and then put it on Facebook, where you're watching it now. So, they really disprove that she wasn't being obviously not sexually harassed. That must have been a false accusation. It's just as insane as it sounds. Is this Ilhan Omar's district? The thing is, there's no safe spaces. Everyone says carry, carry, carry. Listen, you can carry all you want, but there are areas that you can go jogging at night, and there are areas you can't go jogging at night, and there's no way around that. I mean, I don't know how to say this. You can't make a high trust area without the right ingredients. Anyway, I'll leave it at this because I don't want to show this. And I will see you guys on next episode.